Hey everyone, my name is Sarah, and this poem is called Having a Child. What happens when you have a child? Other than the 9 months of pregnancy wild. I told my family it was the greatest science project. They told me I was messed up and bought it. I get to watch my son grow. Day after day as I grew to explode, it was the most weight I've ever gained. For him to come out only at 8 pounds had me quite pained. As I didn't lose a pound, so I was left feeling quite drowned. However, once I got to hold him, nothing else mattered but him. Each stretch mark and pound vanished. As it was only me and him, the rest vanished. The emergency C-section was worth it. They saved both of our lives because of it. Pinning me to the table like Jesus, telling me to breathe as they lost my fetus. My son's father was starting to cry, as he heard the nurses saying we were both going to die. He said we could have another kid. I looked at him and said my baby will be my last bid. Even if I die today, my baby will make it out okay. By the grace of God, we both made it through, which made that bond for the both of us so true. I never thought I would be a mother. I wasn't ready to begin to discover what real love would feel like, something I've never seen with my own eyesight. Until I went through that night, that's when I finally felt the light. I always joke and say, God sent me baby to learn how to sit down and stay. I was always on the run, looking for the next source of fun. However, once I became a mom, my life changed like a nuclear bomb. I spent a few days in the hospital, then wanted to go home instead of paying that bill. Once I was home with my son, the world changed forever like the burning sun. A week went by and the doctors called to make sure my breasts were bald. They wanted to know if I could produce milk. No one asked anything about my mental health. They never mentioned postpartum depression, only if the milk was making an impression. They even offered a nurse to come to the house to teach me about cleaning my blouse. But no one offered to come and see how we were holding up to be. I was a first-time mother. I wish they would have offered just to come over and say, let me help you with any questions that day. No more calls were ever made back since I declined having that breast fanny pack. My future advice to the hospitals is to offer advice to all parents outside of just taking pills. Come to the house to make sure everyone is chill. You never know the mental health of a first-time mother being this hand dealt. Come and see what assistance she may need. Offer a true helping hand indeed. We are all shy and don't know what to ask, so maybe if you come to the house, you can pass some knowledge along our helpful programs. You know we're low on our showgrams. Be proactive instead to the new moms stuck inside their head.